Welcome to this lesson on 2D shapes and their properties. Understanding shapes is fundamental to geometry, and the LANTITE frequently tests your ability to identify, classify, and describe the properties of flat shapes. By the end of this lesson, you will be confident working with triangles, quadrilaterals, and other polygons. By the end of this lesson, you will be able to identify and name common 2D shapes, classify triangles by both their sides and their angles, identify different types of quadrilaterals, and describe their properties, distinguish between regular and irregular shapes, and use shape properties to solve LANTITE questions. A polygon is a closed 2D shape made entirely of straight lines. Polygons are named by the number of sides they have. 3 sides is a triangle, 4 is a quadrilateral, 5 is a pentagon, 6 is a hexagon, 7 is a heptagon, 8 is an octagon, 9 is a notagon, and 10 is a decagon. Circles are not polygons because they have curved sides. On the LANTITE, you need to recognize these names and match them to their shapes. Triangles can be classified by their sides. An equilateral triangle has all 3 sides equal, and consequently, all 3 angles are 60 degrees. An isosceles triangle has 2 sides equal, and the 2 base angles opposite those equal sides are also equal. A scalene triangle has no equal sides and no equal angles. On diagrams, equal sides are marked with small tick marks. Triangles can also be classified by their angles. An acute triangle has all 3 angles less than 90 degrees. A right-angled triangle has 1 angle of exactly 90 degrees. An obtuse triangle has 1 angle greater than 90 degrees. You can combine both classifications. For instance, a right-angled isosceles triangle has a 90-degree angle and 2 equal sides with 45-degree base angles. The LANTITE may ask you to classify a triangle using both systems. Quadrilaterals are 4-sided shapes, and there are several special types you need to know. A square has 4 equal sides and 4 right angles. A rectangle has opposite sides equal and 4 right angles. A parallelogram has 2 pairs of parallel sides, with opposite sides and angles equal. A rhombus is a parallelogram with all sides equal. A trapezium has exactly 1 pair of parallel sides. And a kite has 2 pairs of adjacent sides equal. Each has distinct properties that you can use to identify and classify them. A 4-tile has 4 equal sides, but the angles are not right angles, and opposite angles are equal. Let's check the properties. 4 equal sides rules out rectangles and trapeziums. No right angles rules out a square. Opposite angles equal confirms it is a rhombus. A rhombus is like a pushed-over square. All sides are equal, but the angles are not 90 degrees. The LANTITE often gives you a description and asks you to name the shape. A regular polygon has all sides equal in length and all angles equal in size. Both conditions must be met. If either is not satisfied, the shape is irregular. For example, a square is a regular quadrilateral, but a rectangle is irregular because its sides are not all equal. The formula for each interior angle of a regular polygon is n-2 times 180 divided by n, where n is the number of sides. For a regular hexagon, that gives 4 times 180 divided by 6, which is 120 degrees. A school-crossing sign is a regular pentagon. Using the formula n-2 times 180 divided by n, with 5 sides, 3 times 180 is 540, divided by 5 equals 108 degrees. Each interior angle of a regular pentagon is 108 degrees. You can also find the angle sum of any polygon using just the numerator, n-2 times 180. For a pentagon, that is 540 degrees total. A teacher draws a shape with 4 sides and only one pair of parallel sides of different lengths. Let's work through it. 4 sides tells us it is a quadrilateral. Only one pair of parallel sides rules out parallelograms, rectangles, squares, and rhombuses, which all have 2 pairs of parallel sides. The answer is a trapezium, the only quadrilateral with exactly one pair of parallel sides. LANTITE questions often give you a description and ask you to identify the shape. Here is a comprehensive reference table of quadrilateral properties. A square has 4 equal sides, 4 right angles, and 2 pairs of parallel sides. A rectangle has opposite sides equal and 4 right angles. A rhombus has 4 equal sides, but no right angles, and its diagonals bisect each other at right angles. A parallelogram has opposite sides and angles equal. A trapezium has 1 pair of parallel sides. And a kite has 2 pairs of adjacent equal sides. The diagonals column is also useful. LANTITE questions sometimes ask about diagonal properties. Common mistakes to avoid. First, a rectangle is a special type of parallelogram. It has all the parallelogram properties, plus right angles. Second, do not confuse a rhombus and a square. A square has right angles. A general rhombus does not. A square is actually a special case of a rhombus. Third, regular does not just mean equal sides. It means equal sides and equal angles. A rhombus has equal sides but different angles, so it is not regular. Fourth, remember the hierarchy. A square is simultaneously a rectangle, a rhombus, and a parallelogram. Now, try these 6 problems. Problem 1. How many sides does a hexagon have? Problem 2. Classify a triangle with sides of 5, 5, and 8 centimeters. Problem 3. A triangle has angles of 30, 60, and 90 degrees. Classify it by its angles. Problem 4. What is each interior angle of a regular octagon? Problem 5. A shape has 4 sides, 2 pairs of parallel sides, all sides equal, but no right angles. What is it? Problem 6. True or false? Every square is a rectangle. Check your answers on screen. Let's recap the key ideas. Polygons are named by their number of sides. Triangles are classified by both their sides and their angles. Quadrilaterals have many special types, each with distinct properties. Regular polygons must have both equal sides and equal angles. The interior angle formula is n-2 times 180 divided by n. And remember that shape classifications form a hierarchy. A square meets the definition of a rectangle, a rhombus, and a parallelogram. Understanding these properties and relationships will help you tackle any shape question on the LANTITE with confidence.